Hi, my name's Q and I make stuff. Welcome to my workshop. Yesterday at the Goodwill, I found a sewing machine that I know to be a workhorse of a machine. It was priced a little bit high, but I had a feeling. So I picked it up and I brought it home. It's right there. And I opened up the case and it was full of kibble. No idea if squirrels had stashed it there or if it was some kind of moving mishap. But I cleaned it out, vacuumed it out, kind of kerjiggled it until all the kibble came out. My cats are very excited about it. And I proceeded to oil the machine just as a starting point to see then what kind of adjustments it needed, what kind of parts I needed to order in order to get it into a good solid working condition. And it came together beautifully. I made exactly 2 adjustments and I got it sewing perfectly. I might be a little overconfident here, but I think we dialed it in with so few actual adjustments that I'm frankly a little bit surprised. I cleaned the dust out of the bobbin area. I cleaned the kibble out of the case of the machine. I greased the 2 gears underneath the machine that require actual grease and just oiled all of the parts following the diagram. Super simple stuff. This is the kind of cleaning that anybody should do on any sewing machine that they have in their house that they're using. And especially if you haven't used a machine in a really long time, you've got to pull out the fluff and oil it up to keep that thing in good working condition. So this is a Singer 401A and it has a cam system which allows for more decorative stitches rather than just a straight stitch. You can change the cams and put in something for a zigzag or a scallop, a hem, an overcast. A bunch of these little cams allow for decorative stitching. I personally have never in my life ever used anything more than a blind hem, a zigzag, an overcast, and a straight stitch. And I sew every day. So I never use these things. So when I sell this machine, I will advise the person to pick up a zigzag cam, and I think they'll be totally good to go with just the 2 stitches. This machine is just a breeze, and I can't wait for you to see it, and maybe you'd be interested in buying it. Maybe. So just trying to get this plate on. I borrowed this plate off of my 503 to try on this 401, which doesn't have a plate, just so I could get in to do some testing. And as I was trying to get the plate under this spring right here, I just broke half of it. And there's a screw right here that you should be able to loosen that with, but I can't get to it. So now I was only needing 2 parts, but now I need 3 parts. And I still, I can't get this spring on underneath the doohickey. And it's just, this one's too tight. And I can see why somebody would lose patience with it and not have just been able to put it back together. I can see why and how somebody would become frustrated with that. I don't know if this machine is gonna even vaguely sort of pretend to be able to sew without the plate in place. I don't know, but I'm gonna try and get it all back together and we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna thread it up in just a hot minute. All right, threading, here we go. Per the instruction manuals, your spool of thread likes to come off from the right. Who knew? Who knew that it would be so picky? So I'm gonna go back up through there. So I've already done preliminary oiling and greasing. Let that copper go by. I also removed a cup of kibble from the inside of the machine. So on my other machine, this particular thread carrier right here likes to fray the thread, but this one seems to be a little looser. There must be something really exciting going on outside because all the cops are going by. So I'm putting just like a Schmetz or whatever universal 70-10 in here. I haven't cleaned the machine yet. I have only oiled it. You can see like there's a lot of oil on the machine. Like I don't know if the kibble was stashed by another squirrel. I'm just gonna set this here for now and see if it'll do anything. So the things that I know that need to be repaired are, again, the bobbin winding assembly. There's a rubber bit that is absolutely crusted. Let's see, let's give it our first pass. Stitch length is tiny. Ooh, I'll pull this out and show you. Bring my needle up. This is the bobbin thread is very loose, so the tension is really screwy. I don't know if you can see that. So let's start mucking around with the tension, shall we? I think this will be really clear. So currently it's on 4. That seems to be correct. So I'm gonna go to 5. We'll just make the incremental changes and just one little bit at a time and see how it goes. Oh, that made a big difference. Let me cut this loose again and I'll show you. So that's the second pass. So that looks pretty good, actually. So the stitch length is really tiny, so I'm going to adjust that. I'm going to drop it down over here. Drop my needle, hang on to my thread, give it a little. Those aren't scissors. I think the under tension might need a minor adjustment, but I'm gonna say that looks pretty great for simply cleaning kibble out of the machine and putting some oil on it, and it is looking pretty good. I would say that was a win. So what I'm gonna do is replace this part. Again, I borrowed this off of my other machine. Replace this spring, which I broke in the process, and then also replace this bobbin winding assembly bit. I think this will probably come off in one unit and just be replaceable. And I'll be cleaning up the rest of it, just like soaking it in oil and cleaning it, and then I'll sell it. This was a really simple fix. Really super simple fix. So what do you think? The machine comes in a really beautiful cabinet. It has a foot pedal, but it does have the mechanism to have a knee lever. So if you wanted to add a knee lever, it would be a really simple addition to the cabinet itself. I'm really pleasantly surprised at how easy this machine was to just bring back to life, and I can't wait for you to sew with it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I guess ring the bell if you feel like it. I promise I'll be making something soon. Bye.